后面很满啊！哇哦，我靠！哦，是不是转一下？我 try to make a U-turn。这边是 dock。Oh, darn it！ 这里是够满的。这个能用。这是它的 parking lot。parking lot 还放了3个 container，40-foot container。这边是另外一边的进口。
Let me actually ring the doorbell real quick.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
That way you can start it.
No, that's fine.
Oh, it's open.
Great.
Sorry. It was open. Sorry. I'm just doing a quick walkthrough. Thank you, man. Yeah, whenever you want to start me off.
No, I'm sorry. So this is the office in front of us?
Yeah, so there's about 12,000 feet of office. There's a lot of office.
Yeah, but they're probably going to need some demolition.
Okay.
Because it's like a distribution center.
Gotcha.
They need more
Gotcha.
space.
Okay. Well, I'll let you lead what you want to lead. I can tell you a little bit about where we're going. So this is basically a big rectangle. So whatever you want to film, please film.
I just filmed it really quick because
So basically what it is.
they don't use that much of the office space, huh?
What's that?
They don't use that much of office space.
Yeah, there's a lot, and there's a whole other side. So it's a big rectangle as far as you can see.
I remember on the flyer it said part of it can be demolated. Right?
Say that again?
Part of it can be demolated.
Demolished?
Yeah, demolished.
I didn't put that on here anywhere,
Okay.
but I'm assuming you can if you wanted to.
Right.
Trying to find. I have the layout.
No rush. Let's just walk down the warehouse.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the warehouse. Sure.
I drove to the other exit by mistake.
Yeah. Oh, no problem.
And it's really crowded in the backyard.
So that's the thing. You can't see as much as you probably want to see.
That's fine.
So they're a roofing company. They're based in
Roofing?
Canada.
Okay.
Yep. And
what's their timeline?
They've been. So they probably, we need a short-term lease back probably through the end of the year.
Okay.
So not too long.
No, that's probably.
Worst case, it would be into January, but we think it will be quicker.
Uh-huh. And so the office is 12,000 square foot.
12,200 and change, and it's all on what you probably sent down.
Is this 24?
20, so it's approximately 20. So you're
20?
actually,
Okay.
so you're right to the joist. You're about 19.7 or 8,
Okay.
something like
So
that.
20.
So it's right under 20, right at 20.
Okay. So this is do you have the space for the warehouse?
Say that again.
How big is the warehouse?
So we got 66 and change. This is going to be about probably 55.
55. Okay.
Roughly.
So this is a ramp.
So yeah, so this side is our dock high loading, right? So you've got 6 dock highs,
6 dock high.
4 with mechanical levelers in the drive-in. Here are the ramps, and then on the other side you've got an additional 7 drive-in doors, grade level doors. And there is full drive-around ability, and the whole property is hard rock and fenced, and you've got excess land here next.
It's all insulated.
Fully
on the top.
insulated.
Yeah.
Yep, really nice. Even door insulation kits as well.
Right. Okay.
Doesn't help you on days like this when it's 103.
It
But
helps a little bit.
yeah, it does a little bit.
That's not bad. I mean, I was driving my car. It's pretty hot also.
Right.
With all the AC sound and everything.
Right.
Okay, let's just walk down this way.
Are you already on filming?
Yeah, it's filming
Oh,
already.
that's cool. I've never seen one of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow. Okay.
DJI. They make
Jones mostly, but they make this small stuff also.
Wow. Yeah, DJI?
DJI.
Yeah, so I have my drone's DJI.
Right.
That's fun. Yeah, cool.
Check this out. It's called DJI Pocket or something. Wow, it's very solid and sturdy structure.
It's a great building, man. And one of the things you can look at, and I don't know if you can film it, you'll see it better here. They use this, but I don't know if they put something on here, but this building was built end of the late 90s, 97, The floor looks almost brand new, man.
I know.
It's pretty incredible. So here's their story. So COVID hit, and this is basically ISO. It's roof membrane that goes up underneath. It's insulation, essentially. This was one of the products that was backed up because of supply chain.
Right.
And they're so busy, they just bought it in mass quantities. So all the way around behind the building, you'll see it when you get out there. It's all out there. That's what this was for. Well, since then, they're based in Canada, but they've grown their U.S. footprint like drastically. And so throughout the growth, they've acquired other companies, and those companies have had real estate. So they're basically shuffling where they put what.
I see.
So this side is
the other side of the yard.
Do they need outside storage?
They do.
Okay,
they do.
So this is awesome. So this is something that no matter where you are in DFW, this is very, very low design. So when they bought this building,
this is
right here.
this is the front side.
So this is one entrance. You can actually drive all the way around the building. So this is one entry. You got your main loading on the other side is on the other side. We'll walk over there. So this is stopped. This was grass, nothing here. Well, they went to the city and said, we need to store a bunch of product outside. Can we do crushed rock? And they said, sure. So they've got a 6-inch road-based drive, and they pull 4-inch for the outside storage around it. But wait till you see this.
That's enough for the container.
Well, wait till you see this. This is pretty wild.
Yeah, so there's three more containers front.
Okay, yeah, but wait till you see how much room there is back here. So here's one row.
Oh, wow.
So this yard goes all the way from this wall all the way to this fence.
To the fence.
And this is, I don't care where you are in DFW, you can't find this. So they've got this is probably this area.
This is huge.
With this, and again, if all this junk wasn't here, you could literally drive around the building.
I know.
And see it a lot better, but it's probably just an outside storage with no truck courts or driveways.
Well, consider a piece of the land. Yeah, the land is very valuable.
Very valuable. And then you've got, an additional, and I'll point that out when we get to the other side, 1.06 acres undeveloped, and it's separately platted, clean environmental, new survey from 4 years ago. You could literally sell that corner to lower your basis in this if you wanted to, and they could do really well on it. In fact, there's 1 or 2 groups we already know that might have an interest in buying this a lot.
Maybe they can develop those by themselves.
Yeah, or if they need it for expansion or trailer, whatever.
Because they do floors, so they got connection with the building material, I guess.
Right. We can let's go this way. If we can flip through here. So we'll take you this way and we'll walk
Sure.
there. I mean, you see what I'm saying on the slide?
Yeah. The floor is like...
It's so crazy to me. I don't understand how it can be 30 plus years old and look like this. Well, not 30 years old, 20, whatever it is, years old.
The floor, the ceiling is amazing.
Right. You probably want to replace the lights. They're older.
I'd replace with some LED.
Are so cheap now that you can do that so easily.
Even the natural light is pretty bright.
It's nice. And it's just nice. You got the drive-in and they've got people. Do they do wholesale to contractors or anything?
I think they just pretty much sell it to their furniture store. That's my guess.
Okay.
I don't ask too much detail.
Yeah, no, I understand. The only reason I ask is because that grade level side, they could have like will call for contractors since it's grade level. Kind of nice.
I mean, because that actual structure on the top, the 20-foot doesn't look that low because there's a actual room.
And we lasered it, so that's why it says approximate. I think it's closer to like 19 and a half, 19.7.
Okay.
I couldn't get you that number.
It's a ramp.
You got the ramp, and then you got the 6 dock height. And I'll show you, this truck porch is huge. It's really deep. So you got this entry. This is the corner line. Okay?
That's where I came in the first time.
Okay, so this is 1.06 acres. It's completely separately platted from this.
Okay, that's included.
That's included.
Okay.
They could sell that off if they wanted to. They could keep it for expansion.
Have a close up.
but it's such a big, I mean, it's such a nice size for, you know, you get another user like this.
Do you like, for here, I know in Houston, you do like, if you need something, you need a detention pump. Here too?
I don't, you have to do a ground study and a water study, but it's mostly on this size of a deal, you're accomplishing that by a drainage or the way the water runoff is. Where you see that in Dallas is your big, massive kind of industrial park developments where all the water, there's so much new concrete that it has to funnel somewhere. So basically they do that, but here I don't think you'll run into that.
Right, I mean, you don't have that flood issue here in Dallas.
No, not like Houston, not at all.
That's why we're, you know, when they build something, they spend a lot of money on the detention pond.
Right.
That's why I always suggest to buy something existing instead of developing.
100%.
Take a year or
so this concrete, you can't tell because of this. It goes all the way to the back, and I'll show you over here.
Right.
You can probably see it down some of these cracks. Nah, right there. But you'll get a feel. These trucks are not normally even parked here.
No, that's fine.
So you can see how far. So the concrete truck court goes all the way to this curb. So I mean, you're talking about you could 53 footers, turn them, do whatever you want to do.
It looks just like the Houston office, but I mean, the backyard looks bigger, even with all this stuffing.
Yeah, and if you remove all this, man, and so when they bought it, in addition to the crushed rock, they did this corner in asphalt. This is all their uglier stuff, their tar and stuff like that. So they kind of built this. So all of this back corner is asphalt.
I understand. So every job got the dirty part.
Yeah, kind of hide it. Yeah. So this is where I'm telling you that becomes crushed rock, and that's where we just saw. But you can literally, there's so much room here. You could literally drive around the building if you want to.
It's pretty big yard. I'm pretty sure it's bigger than in the Houston part.
Yeah, no, it sounds like probably more office than they need, but otherwise probably a pretty good fit. And maybe they have enough outside and in the warehouse that they wouldn't have to worry about demo in the office. You could sublease it or...
that too. They can use the office to...
figure something out for it.
Because demolition also costs money. And permit everything.
Right. Well, let me show you. There's a couple things that could be useful in the office.
Okay.
They've got like a will call area, warehouse manager area.
Okay.
Which I can show you.
This is very close to the airport, right?
Oh man, you're just south of it, so you're right in the middle of kind of the metro.
That's funny because the warehouse we saw in Phoenix.
Yep.
It's right next to the airport.
Well, people want to be there next to the airport. So just so you know, you got 2 men's and women's restrooms.
Lunchroom.
That's a brunch room. Yep.
That's fine. I think.
I'll get you a light.
No, that's fine.
Probably this other wall.
Maybe grab some water.
There you go. What's that?
Maybe grab some water.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you've got men's and women's here. This is for the warehouse, okay? So they're really large restrooms.
The warehouse.
So this is warehouse.
Okay.
So basically,
the warehouse
you can come in straight from the warehouse door to here. Your sprinkler riser is in that closet. I don't have a key.
Oh, that closet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's a sprinkler?
It is. Okay. That's the riser. This is an external door. So really, the reason I call these warehouse restrooms because there's your warehouse. You can literally walk straight in.
It's bigger.
Whereas your office ones are here and here. Same size as what you just, if you want to look at one.
The same size?
Yep.
Because they have a lot of office stuff.
That's right.
Okay.
So two guys, 2 stalls.
Okay. That's pretty.
Women's is the same size.
Good capacity.
And I'll tell you what's kind of cool. Let me walk you this.
Sure.
I know you don't need it. Each one of these offices, I'm trying to see on the layout, they each have a little room up front, but then each one of them has a wet bar, and each one of them has a window.
Okay.
So there's a lot of glass on this building.
Right.
Like even here, this is a collaborative space where you've got executive office.
Oh, that's nice.
But glass, but each office
one
has glass
lot
windows
of light,
for a lot of light, which is really
it individually.
Yeah, it's a nice place to be in the ceiling. They've done a really nice job.
I like that seating. It's really nice.
It's cool. Big hallways. So here's where I was telling you it could be utilized. This is
They have a speaker on top of the roof.
So this is kind of warehouse manager, will call, whatever you want it to be, one direct access to offices.
Overlook the warehouse. Okay. I'll try to mark it on the floor plan.
Yeah, I can show you that on here. This is the branch managers area. So one thing I will tell you that's kind of cool, whoever runs this location for your team, this has its own wet bar and its own restroom as well.
Oh, wow. This is can be a 24 hours.
You could live here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really, but jokingly.
I mean, yes, you can. I mean, right? I mean,
You got everything you need.
if I'm single, I'll consider living in my warehouse.
There you go. So this is the conference room that's in the middle of the rectangle. Let's see, I don't know where the...
That's fine. That's fine. This is a conference room, huh?
Yeah, conference room.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm serious about being single and living in the warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you have a business and there's nowhere else you want to go.
Right. So 4 offices. This is just another entry to the warehouse. So you got
To the warehouse.
3 doors essentially to the
Okay,
warehouse.
3 doors to the warehouse. Okay, cool. Let me just have a close up. So that's one more view. I think I can take it out, turn it off.
These
now.
are just offices that you probably don't need.
Well, they probably don't need the actual office. Go back to the front.
So it's just a big rectangle is basically what it is, the
Yeah.
office. It has its
I
little
like
house.
I like big